Brittany was a superstar from the start, no doubt about it. Very clear that she was gonna make a mark.
She's analytical, she's a researcher.
It's amazing how many things Brittany does. And in all of these spaces, it is the same Brittany that shows up. Hardworking, a commitment to excellence, and a deep need to treat people fairly.
Brittany is the granddaughter of Cuban immigrants. I believe through that experience of seeing her grandparents come to this country, establish a life, that's perhaps why she came to focus on immigration.
During the time that she was in law school, there came a new opportunity.
This morning, Secretary Napolitano announced new actions my administration will take, specifically for certain young people, sometimes called dreamers.
What Brittany did was take a leadership role in developing a model for group clinics, hundreds of young people coming through on a given day and having them really work through all the forms and the documentation that needed to be prepared so that they could take advantage of this new program. That's the way she went about lawyering.
After we graduated from law school, Brittany went to work at SAFE.
SAFE Austin is a nonprofit organization that's mission is to assist families who are survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault.
They had not traditionally had any real legal services capability at SAFE, and that was an unfortunate gap.
Obviously, the legal services are key in providing a stable environment for families and individuals.
As young lawyers, when you're coming out of law school, you hope to make a difference, and she was clearly making a difference. It was such important work.
Brittany's parents really exemplified to me what the American dream story is. They established a small business doing landscaping work.
Slowly, they built this business that has become what it is today, which is, one of the largest emergency management response businesses in the United States. Brittany had the experience of watching the company being built, from scratch, brick by brick. She made the choice to take over as CEO of this company and to continue her parents' legacy.
I worked with and for Brittany at Ashbridge, and we worked hand in glove, making sure cities, counties, states, and the federal government got a good hurricane response and recovery.
What Brittany has done is actually made Ashbridge more people-centered.
To see someone like her come in and have an idea of how she wanted to change things for the betterment not of just her company, but for the betterment of the community itself. It was refreshing to see someone like that.
For her, it was important promoting women in construction, women in emergency management.
Brittany sees that having more women in the industry of emergency disasters brings a different perspective to the field.
Not only is she a CEO, not only is she the chair of our board of trustees, not only is she a mother to her own children, but at Pace, she's got 4,000 daughters. She goes in to work with the girls hands-on. She takes them on tours of emergency management. She's taken them to FEMA conferences so that they understand what it means to be in the field, and they see themselves in her.
Disaster cleanup is more than just debris removal. It is about restoring a community and setting it on a path to recovery.
One of her true passions is what is the impact of natural disasters on children.
Her recent book, Henry and the Hurricane, I got one of the first copies. For those of us who grew up in hurricane-prone areas, this book really captures that feeling of asking your parents questions. And, it's the kind of book I wished I had as a kid.
Brittany has such a love and affection for the law school. This is a key place in her life.
Sometimes I turn on TV and Brittany is on my TV, and I was like, I know her.
She every day focuses on how she can be a better person in whatever that is. And whatever she sets her mind to, she accomplishes.